Hey artist! Today we are going to be working on our scratch art. So today you are going to be needing your pencil drawing. You're also going to need a pen. If you don't have a pen, a color pencil could also work. You're going to need your scratch art stick and some tape. And if you want, you can make a template to trace to cut your scratch art paper. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So this is my drawing, and I thought that it would look really nice inside of a circle. So what I did was I took a piece of paper and I folded it in half. I drew half of a circle the best that I could, cut it out, and then I have my little circle that's the same on both sides. So what you want to do, if you want to create some sort of shape, fold your paper in half, cut it out, and there you go. So what you want to do, if you want to cut a circle or some sort of shape out, you can, but you don't have to. So I am going to take my circle and I'm going to put it at the very top of my paper because if I put it at the very top, then none of this goes to waste. And then you guys, with your pencil, you should actually use a pencil on the back. You're going to very lightly draw or trace around your template of whatever shape it is that you decided to create. And after you very lightly draw back here, the next thing I want you to do is I would like for you to please, on the back, write your name, lightly though, lightly with a pencil, write your name. And I also want you to write your teacher's name. So whoever's classroom you're in, you're gonna write your teacher's name very lightly on your paper. Once you have that, you can cut your shape out, or if you don't want to, do a shape, then just please write your name and your teacher's name right there at the bottom, or right there on the back of the paper. Then you're going to cut out your circle, and please take your time to cut it out. If you're rushing, then the edges aren't gonna, look as nice. And, you're gonna know that you rushed. All right, so now I have my circle, and these scraps, this right here, we really can't do too much with that. You can keep it, give it to a neighbor, friend, or just go ahead and toss it. This big scrap, I would like to have that back. So we can keep this, we can definitely make something out of that. Now, if you decided to do a circle, or, some sort of shape, what you need to do next is you need to go ahead and do the same. Well, I guess you don't have to cut out the paper. You could if you wanted to, you could do the same thing. You could put your template on your drawing, trace it, cut it out. It might make it easier for you, or you don't have to. It's, kind of up to you. So this is my drawing. And this is my wooden pencil, or wooden little skewer, I guess. And what I want you guys to do is you guys are going to get a piece of tape, and you need to put your tape sticky side up on your desk, and you're going to put your little wooden dowel like right in the middle of it, and you're going to fold it over. Please just do the best that you can. Doesn't have to be perfect. So you're going to fold it over, and I'm going to cut the edges off like that so that there's nothing like sticky on the sides. And just for fun, I'm going to do this. You don't have to do that. All right, now on your little flag, you guys are going to be keeping this same stick every single art class. You need to make sure that you have this. So with your pen, I want for you to, on one side, write your name. And please use your very best handwriting, because if this gets lost, whoever finds it needs to be able to read your name. So I'm writing my name. And then on the other side of it, you need to write your teacher's name. So whoever your teacher is, you're going to write it on the opposite side. All right, so you've got teacher on one side, your name on the other. All right, and so that means that this is your personal stick. You need to make sure that you keep up with it. You need to make sure that it is in your art bag. Now, the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna have another piece of tape, and you're going to tape your picture onto your scratch art. So I am actually going to move up, because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make these stems longer. So you need to make sure that you put tape somewhere where there's not a drawing. So I'm putting the tape up here because there's no pencil there, no drawing. And then if you can, please go ahead and bend it, push it to the back like this. And I'm kind of just making sure it's pretty tight. It should be on there pretty well. And I'm only going to do the top because as I am tracing, I can flip up my paper to check it, to see what is going on the actual scratch art paper. So at this point, you should have your pencil drawing taped up onto your scratch art paper, okay? So the next step is going to be to begin to trace right on top of all of these pencil marks that you've made. So this is why the pen comes in super handy, because it's a different color and you can tell what you've done. You can see what you've done. So you're just going to be pushing down . And notice how I'm keeping this hand steady, because I don't want for my scratch art or for my paper to move. So I'm keeping this hand steady. My left hand, my non-drawing hand, is holding everything down nice and tightly. And I used a tracing paper because I wanted for you guys to be able to see the scratch art and the image, but you guys are going to be using a regular piece of paper. So I've gone over the outside edge of that flower, and I'm going to go over that middle of the flower. And you know, you need to make sure that you're pushing down pretty firmly so that you're getting an indentation on the other side. So I'm able to check it by flipping up my paper. And at this point, I can see that some of those indentations have actually shown through. So you are going to finish tracing everything. You want to finish tracing all of your entire image with your pen. Once you're done tracing the entire image, you are going to use your little scratch art stick to scratch away at your indentations that are on your black scratch art paper. While you do that, you want to make sure that you leave this the pencil drawing, you want to leave it there. You don't want to take it off. So I'm going to just go ahead and show you guys what I'm talking about for scratching away at this. All right. So you're just going to go right over top of the indentation with your stick. And it scratches away the black and reveals the color that's underneath. And you can make a skinny line, or if you wanted, you can go ahead and thicken up that line. So there's a line that I have there, and I'm just going to just thicken up a little bit. And, you know, honestly, when you thicken up the line somewhat, it actually helps make your image kind of stand out a little bit more. So it's not a bad idea to thicken up your lines. I'm not doing it by a lot, just a little bit. And once you are done with drawing over everything, then at that point you can do your line drawing or your scratch art. Now, another really kind of nice thing that you can do with your scratch art is you can actually add more to it. I'm going to tell you what I'm talking about. I only have flowers here, but if I wanted, I could add another drawing to it. All right, and so I've done a butterfly here. And so I could say, ooh, I think I want to add like a butterfly, you know, right over here. Okay, maybe on this side. So I could draw a separate butterfly like I've done here. You could draw a separate butterfly and then just take your pen and then just trace over top of that, and you're going to continue to do the same thing. Or if after you're done, you want to add, let's say, another one of these flowers, once you're done scratching, you can move this paper over and add another one here and just trace it again. And so it's really kind of fun and very easy to fill up your entire paper with your drawing. I want for you to fill up your whole paper with a drawing. Just like this is completely full, your paper should be completely full. If you decide to do an animal, then you need to think about what kind of background you're going to add to your picture. So please, before you get started on your scratch art, I actually need to see your line drawing just to double check, make sure it's pretty okay. All right, friends, I hope that you have fun doing your sketch art or scratch art.